We've gone 42 kilometers in exactly 5 hours. So we're a little bit behind schedule, but we're making up that time because I'm surging along at an average of probably about 9.8 kilometers an hour right now. That'll make up for this morning. We're in a pretty rough section right now. This is still the Adulcus Reach, but we're coming to the upper gap, which is between Prince Edward County and Amherst Island, and that's a 3-kilometer gap that exposes right to Lake Ontario. But we have the west wind behind us, so it shouldn't make any difference to me. The rollers are getting pretty good. I have to really be on my toes for maneuvering. Way in the distance, let's see if I could focus in on it. That's the Lennox generating station ahead, probably about 3 kilometers ahead. And I worked there for 3 years, 3 summers as a student back in 73, 74, and 75. Anyway, they just use that as a peaker plant now. And then if you can see in the distance there, that's the town of Bath. And you can't see Kingston from here, it's just too hazy. But over in that direction is Amherst Island, called the Windmills. Anyways, doing pretty good. Basically, I would say I'm on schedule, and another 5 hours to go. All right, we're pretty much right across from the Lennox generating station. Bath is ahead, ways pretty rough. Giving me a few challenges. That way, that's the upper gap. We're right to Lake Ontario. And over there is Amherst Island with its windmills. So we're making good time. It's just that it's so rough that it's really tossing the boat around a bit. So I have to keep on top of my game here. But I'm making up for lost time this morning. So Lennox generating station, and the little plant next to it is the peaker plant, gas peaker plant that was built in the last few years. But that whole area, actually where the gas plant is, the peaker plant, was my wife's farm. And she grew up there and went to school in Bath. My father-in-law sold it probably about 1969. Ontario Hydro would have bought it, and of course they built the Lennox generating station on it, and then of course the peaker plant was later built on where the rest of the farm was. And that building up ahead you see is Lafarge cement plant. lots of windmills over on Amherst Island. Barge, and it's right in there. We've got about 30 kilometers to get to Kingston, and then another 8 kilometers from the harbor up to Kingston Mills. So it's going to be close. I'm estimating, well, 5:15-ish that we get there. I'm not sure if I'll have time to lock up with the last lockup of the day. But anyways, I'll get there. So, right where the Amherst Island Ferry has docked, here, let's see. That's called Stella. That little village is Stella. And that will be, on my return trip, a destination, and then I could moor over in the cove. But these waves have been so big. They're just like ocean waves, and I'm having a heck of a time. I'm surfing on them, and it's hard to steer because all of a sudden the motor comes out of the water and you get cavitation and you have no control. Anyways, it's coming up to the 7-hour mark, and Kingston is ahead. Another, I don't know, 2 hours to get to Kingston, maybe. That's what I'm hoping. All right, we're getting closer to Kingston. In the distance there is Wolf Island. And that is the end of Amherst Island. Of course, that's Lake Ontario. Having a hard time holding this and steering at the same time. But it's starting to get a little bit cloudy, and it's still quite rough. But not too far to go. This is Kingston, and you have to go around that point up ahead, which is probably, I don't know, 6-7 kilometers away. And then we'll be entering the canal. Okay, it's getting rough. I don't have very far to go. Another half hour to reach the canal, but this open stretch here goes right to Lake Ontario, and it is getting very, very rough. I'm going on the wrong side of the buoy, but I think it's good in here. It's a very shallow draft, but this is something else. All right, we're coming into the Cataraqui River. This is the harbor, Confederation Harbor. Again, it's extremely rough out here. In the distance is Fort Henry. And I'll be passing under the bridge up ahead, about another kilometer up ahead. So I made it to Kingston. So we're now in the Cataraqui River and out of those waves. Uh, Still got a good stiff breeze, and it's going to help me up the river. So that's good. So it is 4:20, and I've got 8 kilometers to get to Kingston Mills. So probably 5:15, like I was thinking. And I don't know if I'm in time for the last walk through of the day or not. I hope so. If not, I'll be staying at the bottom. Well, we're making our way up the Cataraqui River. There's nice homes along here. I've run into a lot of weed masses already. I think I have some right now. Also, the current is quite strong coming down here. I forgot about that. I'm going against the current now. So it slowed me down. So still hoping to get to Kingston Mill before the last walkthrough. But I don't know. Anyways, it's still a very nice day, and especially now that I'm out of those waves. Head is 401 highway, and we'll be going under that bridge, probably in 15 minutes. Okay, we just passed under the bridge under the 401 bridge, and Kingston Mills Lock 49 is just up ahead here, but we are now just entering a really nice area. This is where the topography changes quite a bit, and you get some of the granite and pine trees. Very pretty in through here. And about another half a kilometer to Kingston Mills, block 49. Well, lock 49 is right ahead. You can see the blue wall. Not one boat waiting. So that doesn't look good for me. Oh, there's one boat. It looks like the boat that just passed me a short while ago. So hopefully they're waiting to go through, but they're not at the blue wall, so I don't think so. I think they're just visiting. Anyways, be ready to dock in a minute. It is 5:10. Been 10 hours right to the minute. Well, here I am at the bottom side of Kingston Mills, lock 49. Went up to see if I could go through, and there wasn't one staff member there. So they must have all quit at 5 o'clock. They're supposed to be open till 6 during the week. So anyways, I'll be staying at the bottom side tonight. Lock opens at 9 a.m. but they usually let the boats that come down downstream first. So probably won't be till about 10 o'clock that I get up. Anyways, it's been a long day, 10 hours to get here. I'm My state of charge is 45%. So that's kind of what I had planned on. And tomorrow is going to be a slower day. The weather is might not be that great. And I'm going to go to Jones's Falls, which is about, I think it's about 40 kilometers from here. Well, I finished day one and I'm at Kingston Mills. So I made it 89.6 kilometers. Missed the lock through. So for the last lock through of the day, I just got here about 15 minutes late. So I'll have to wait till tomorrow morning to lock through. It was a pretty good trip. 10 hours to go from my dock in Napanee right to the bottom of Kingston Mills, Lock 49. Lake Ontario was very rough as I came through the Kingston area. My boat got tossed around quite a bit. Tomorrow, the weather is not looking great, but I'm going to try and get to Jones's Falls tomorrow. That's my objective. So I'll see how I make out.